Hey everybody, it's low carb and keto nutritionist Amy Berger, and I help people do keto without the crazy. I have a very cool thing to tell you about today, but before I get to the big announcement, in case you have missed it until now, I want to tell you about the biggest news of all, which is that my brand new book is out. It is out in the world, available for you to buy and read. It is End Your Carb Confusion, co-written with none other than the one and only Dr. Eric Westman of Duke University. Dr. Westman, who has been doing clinical research on low carb and ketogenic diets for over 20 years. End Your Carb Confusion. You can find it on Amazon. Better yet, if there's a local independent bookstore near you in your area, ask them to buy it for you. Or not buy it for you, but ask them to carry it so that you can buy it from them. The independent little mom and pop stores are really hurting right now, so get it from an indie store if you can. Did you know, though, that End Your Carb Confusion is actually my third book? My second book, the one that came out not long before End Your Carb Confusion, is The Stall Slayer. Available also on Amazon or available from stallslayer.com. If you want to download a PDF version and start reading right now, stallslayer.com. If you buy the paperback, yours will not have this gray line. This was my author proof copy, so that just says not for resale. This is specifically about breaking fat loss stalls on low carb or ketogenic diets. What was my first book, you ask? My first book, my beloved foray into the publishing world, is The Alzheimer's Antidote. And if you are wondering why on earth a nutritionist, and specifically a keto-oriented nutritionist, would write a book about Alzheimer's disease, it's because they regularly refer to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes or diabetes of the brain. There are some really fascinating / alarming connections between metabolic syndrome, chronically high blood sugar, chronically high insulin, and cognitive impairment or cognitive decline. So The Alzheimer's Antidote. Okay, those are the three books. On to the big announcement. I would like to tell you about the Keto Made Simple Masterclass. The Keto Made Simple Masterclass is an online course being provided by a company called Adapt Your Life. I helped to develop the course, which is why I feel totally comfortable vouching for it. I know the content because I helped make the content. Adapt Your Life was actually co-founded by Dr. Westman, so you know it's the real deal. And this is the second cohort. This is the second time the course is being offered. We did the first one back in November, and it was successful beyond our wildest expectation. We had over 650 people sign up. And if I recall correctly, the weight lost was, and it was a 3-week course, 3 weeks, over 900 pounds. Now, if you do the math, you know, it's whatever it comes out to. But remember, not everyone does keto to lose weight. So the average weight loss was about 5.5 pounds in 3 weeks. That's amazing. That was the average weight loss. But again, remember, not everybody even wanted to lose weight. So I think that was among the people who wanted to lose weight. The point is, a lot of people lost weight in a very short amount of time. We also had a very, very impressive, rewarding number of people in that short time span be able to reduce or eliminate certain medications. Lots of blood pressure medication either reduced or gone, a couple of blood sugar medications gone, acid reflux medications gone. So let me tell you a little more about the course. And as usual, everything is going to be linked to down below in the notes. So everything I'm going to mention you can find below for your convenience. You will find this at adaptyourlifeacademy.com. You're going to look for the Keto Made Simple Masterclass. And I would say that the course is, in my mind, good for everybody, but I'm going to talk about 3 specific groups of people that I think would really benefit from the masterclass. And am I doing this backward? No, I'll talk about the groups and then I'll talk about what the course is about and what you get when you do it. So Keto Made Simple. In my mind, the first group of people that would really benefit from it is if you are brand new, if you're brand new to keto and you don't know where to start, because you go to the bookstore or you go to Amazon or you go to YouTube and Instagram and Reddit and you are so overwhelmed, you don't even know where to start. There's so many channels, there's so many feeds and accounts. Keto Made Simple. This will get you started and it will take you pretty far along the way. And again, Dr. Westman is your guide. You couldn't ask for somebody with more experience or more, in the trenches, so to speak, real world years helping people do this. So if you're brand new and you want to drown out all the noise and all the confusion and you just want to do it, you want to do it right the first time. You don't want to have to mess around with all kinds of things that aren't going to work. You want to do the most effective, tried and true, time-tested method that he's used in his clinic for 20 years, Keto Made Simple Masterclass. Second group that I think would do really well with it is actually about 75% of the students we had, which is people that have been doing keto or low carb for a while and also want to drown out all the complication and the noise, right? If you've been doing it for a while and you need to troubleshoot, maybe you're not quite getting the results you want, or you just feel overwhelmed and confused and you don't know what to believe anymore. You don't know what works. Everything is so complicated. If you want to get back to basics and get focused and centered again, that is a great reason to do the Keto Made Simple Masterclass. And one of the nice things we did an exit survey, and some of the feedback we got, how many people learned something that was new to them, even among the people that have been doing keto for a while, they still learned things that were new to them. So that's for them. The third group of people, and it's kind of an overlapping group, a third group composed of two different groups of people. And the one portion of that third group is medical professionals or nutrition professionals. We had so many doctors and nurses and PAs and nurse practitioners and massage therapists and OTs and PTs and all this stuff in the course, and many of them were in it for themselves. I mean, doctors are not immune to morbid obesity, and they're not immune to type 2 diabetes and PCOS and gout and all that stuff. So, many of these people need keto for their own health and their own lives. So, and some of them did it to help their patients. So that, I think, if you're a medical professional, or so the second half of the third group that this is helpful for is if you are you've had a lot of success with keto in your own life, and you have a lot of other people in your life that would benefit, but the minute you start telling them about it, you go right to fasting and autophagy and omega-6 and this and that, and you have to count this and your ketones and your macros, and you're scaring people away. You have like the keto repellent, like, like the minute people see you coming, they're like backing off. If you take the Keto Made Simple Masterclass, you will probably learn ways to talk about it that are not off-putting, ways that are welcoming, ways that make it sound simple, because it is simple. That's why it's called the Keto Made Simple Masterclass. No, anyway, I really, getting back to that exit survey and even so I'm getting, as usual, I'm all over the place, right? This is what happens when I don't make notes. What you get in the class, let's start there. It's a 3-week class, or I shouldn't say you buy the course, and it's self-paced. It's video modules with slides. It's Dr. Westman presenting the information. You can do it at your own pace, your own leisure, at home, in your pajamas. You can watch them as many times as you want. You have access to it for, I forget how many months after the whole thing's over. You can still watch it over and over again. You get a food list. You get a very, very simple meal plan that's just, you don't have to follow the meal plan in the course. It's just an example, because some people love meal plans. Some people don't really need them at all. It's just one example of certain meals to eat. There's a couple of recipe suggestions in there. You get some other kind of mindset tips. There's an FAQ. There's a booklet That's basically like a getting started guide with some troubleshooting tips and how keto works and why it works. And I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty good booklet, and I know it is because I wrote it. So if you like the way that I present information, if you think the way that I do things is simple and straightforward and uncomplicated, I wrote a lot of the material for the course. And so when I keep saying 3 weeks, the biggest bonus of doing this course is that you get support in a dedicated private student only Facebook group for 3 weeks. And it starts a couple of days. I'm not sure exactly the date that it starts, but from the date that it starts, you have 3 weeks of support from Dr. Westman himself, from me. I will be in that Facebook group, and I don't know if you know this, I hate Facebook. I loathe Facebook, but I am willing to be in Facebook for the Keto Made Simple Masterclass. I will do that for you. So yeah, I mean, we'll help you troubleshoot. We're there to ask questions. And in addition to the modules and the actual course material, the benefit of being in that Facebook group is the support, the interaction, the camaraderie, but we also do live videos. Now, the live videos are not required as part of the course. All of the material for the course is in your student portal. So if you hate Facebook too and you don't want to use Facebook, you don't have to use Facebook. The dedicated support is a service that we provide to you as a student in the class. It's a dedicated just for you support. If you don't want that, if you don't want to use Facebook, you don't have to. You're not going to miss. I mean, what you'll miss is just answers to other people's questions and the general support. People share recipes, they share successes, they, lift each other up. And we do once a week, there's a live from Dr. Westman or myself. So it's like 2 live videos a week. One from him, one from me, and sometimes there might be somebody else. But again, if you don't use Facebook, you won't miss those videos. You'll miss them live, but they're all recorded, and you'll get a link to them by email the following day. So even if you're not on Facebook, you will still see all the presentations, and it's really just a great thing. Again, the first cohort knocked our socks off. We couldn't have imagined how well it went. And for me personally, the most rewarding things that I saw, both in the exit survey that we did when it was finished and throughout that 3-week support period, we're going back and forth interacting with people in Facebook, was because I'm constantly talking about how this is so much more than weight loss, and weight loss is one tiny thing that low carb eating does. There's so many other things that my whole keto without the crazy, several people commented that they felt free. They felt unburdened because they didn't have to count anymore. They didn't have to track anymore. They weren't worried about macros anymore. They felt like unshackled, like they could breathe. And that to me was some of the most rewarding feedback that I saw. I mean, of course, it's thrilling to see that somebody lost 8 or 10 pounds over the course of 3 weeks, or lost an inch or something, or was able to stop their blood pressure medicine. I mean, that's all amazing. But also for me, that sense of lightening, of being unburdened by the exact kind of overcomplication and confusion and misleading information and conflicting information that is the exact kind of thing that I try to dispel or stand out against in the keto world, right? Keto made simple. End your carb confusion. My whole thing, Dr. Westman's whole thing, is making this uncomplicated. Now, I'm going to put a link in the notes to a video testimonial from this lady, Melanie, who was one of our students. Unbidden, unprompted by us, she took it upon herself for her own YouTube channel to do a testimonial video. If you're on the fence about the masterclass, just give that video a watch. Have some tissues nearby. You might tear up a little bit, so have some tissues nearby if you watch it. And I'll also link to a couple of other videos. During our closing ceremony, Dr. Westman featured some quick interviews with some of the students, including like 2 or 3 medical professionals. And so you can also watch those and just, get a feel for how it was. And what else can I tell you? I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm recording this on January 21st. Sales are open for, I think, 7 days. And so how it works is you can buy the course, and I think as soon as you purchase the course, you can start watching the videos, and you can go through it as quickly or as slowly as you want. I think the Facebook group does not start the support until Sunday or Monday, which let me check what actual date that is. That would be January 24th or 25th. But again, don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. So you can start the course and start doing the lessons, but you won't have the Facebook support started just yet. And what else can I say about it? Just like our book End Your Carb Confusion, this masterclass, the Keto Made Simple, is the kind of instruction, the kind of direction I would want if I was new to this. If I didn't know what to do or how to make sense of all the different things, and everybody's telling me to do it in a different way, and you can eat this, no you can't, you have to do this, no you don't. This is what I would want to drown out all that craziness. And I don't want to get too detailed about what we tell you in the course. We tell you how to do keto without making yourself nuts. What else can I say? That's all I can really say. I'll also put a link below. You can just get on the mailing list for Adapt Your Life, because we're going to have other courses. The Keto Made Simple Masterclass is just our initial course. The second class we're going to have coming out very soon is, guess what, everybody? The Stall Slayer course. We're going to have a course based on this book, based on breaking fat loss stalls on keto. We're going to have other courses down the line in the future. If you are on the fence about the masterclass, or now is not the best time for you, it's been a hard year, and your finances may not be in the right place to do it. Get on the mailing list, because this master class is going to be offered every couple of weeks or every couple of months. So it's going to come up more and more. But if you want to get in now. And I was saying it's available for 7 days. You have like the next 6 or 7 days to purchase it, and then that's it. You can't buy it again. You can't get in again until the next time we offer it. So, speak now or forever hold your peace, or not forever, just until the next time we offer the class. But again, adaptyourlifeacademy.com. Look for Keto Made Simple Masterclass. What can I say? It's a great course, and I know because I helped make it. So that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.